Hello, boys and girls of third grade. Today, I will explain and I will help you with the activities for this lesson. Okay, so the first activity, according to your plan, is you have to read the information on page 20. The exercise number 1, you don't have to do it. There are 3 questions that you don't have to answer, so don't worry about that. You have to read the information on page 20. You read the information here. This is the important information, this one here, especially the nutritional information box. When you finish that, the activity number 2 is watching this video. And why is this so important? Because I'm going to explain a couple of ideas and concepts that are very important for this lesson. And when you talk about nutritional information, you are talking about nutrients. So the question is, what are nutrients? What are nutrients? Well, the nutrients, according to doctors and scientists, is a mixture. It's a mix of substances present in food. And the nutrients are very important because help us to grow and stay healthy. For example, in group number 1, the group of cereal, pasta, bread, and grains, like for example, the rice, the most important nutrient is the carbohydrates. In group number 2, the group of fruit and vegetables is rich in vitamins and mineral salts. So group number 2, rich in vitamins and mineral salts. Group number 3 is the group of meat, legumes, eggs, and dairy. And this group is rich in proteins. In group number 4, the group of fat and oils is rich in lipids. So remember, nutritional information is connected to the word nutrients. And finally, the last activity you have to do for today is you have to go to page 25. This exercise here, page 25, and you have to do something with these boxes. And I will read the instructions. Look at and compare the nutritional labels for 2 different foods. Then answer the questions. So you have the first square. It says nutritional information, food 1. And in here you're going to find the nutritional information. The amount of energy, the amount of proteins, the amount of lipids, and the amount of carbohydrates. Then next to that, you will see the nutritional information for food 2. And again, you have the energy, the amount of proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates. And then you have some numbers. So you have to look and compare. And when you finish that, okay, comparing the numbers, which number is bigger, which number is smaller, you have to answer the questions. So let's read the questions. Question A is this: which of these foods provides or gives a greater quantity of lipids? So you have to see the nutrient lipids in food number 1. It has a number. And then you have to go and read lipids in food number 2, and it has another number. And you have to compare the numbers and see which one is bigger or greater. If you think it's food number 1, then you write food 1. If you think it's food number 2, food 2. But you have to compare the numbers, lipids. Letter B. Which of these foods provides a lesser quantity of energy? A lesser quantity of energy. Again, you have to compare, in this case, the energy. So you have to check the energy in food 1, look at the number, and check energy in food 2, look at the number, and which number is less than the other. Question C. Which of these foods should an overweight person stop consuming? Stop consuming, and why? So let me explain you this. Wait a second. When we talk about an overweight person, we are talking about a person that is over the kilos that this person should have. For example, let's imagine that according to my doctor, my appropriate weight should be around 80 kilos. 79, 80, 81, 82 kilos, according to my doctor. And imagine that I start eating and eating and eating, and imagine that I'm eating hamburgers, hot dogs, a lot of sodas, Coke, Sprite, things, candies, etc. for 2 months. What is going to happen? I'm going to get and gain more pounds, more kilos. So I will start growing, but growing in a not healthy way. So I'm going to be an overweight person. Okay, so which of these foods an overweight person should stop consuming, stop eating, and why? So you have to compare the number of calories. So you have to look at the kilocalories, and compare and see which one has more kilocalories. More kilocalories is not very good for an overweight person. And letter D is question D. Why is it important to read a food's nutritional information before consuming it or before eating this food? And you have to answer that question. But I will give you a couple of ideas to understand and to answer this, because this question is not very easy to answer. The nutritional information that we see in the different products when, for example, we go to the supermarket, it is very important because we can see which nutrients a specific product has. The amount of energy, the amount of proteins, the amount of lipids, and the amount of carbohydrates. So this nutritional information is important because tells us if a product is healthy, so it's good for us, so I can consume it and I have no problem. If the food it's in between, not very healthy, but um, not very bad as well. Or it could be or not very or very, it's in between. Or if the food definitely is unhealthy and we have to consume it in very very little times during the week. So that is the importance, sorry, of the nutritional information. So these are the activities for today. So I again would like to ask you to stay positive and to collaborate with your mom, collaborate with your dad when doing these activities. Okay. So if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, please let me know. You can ask your mom or your dad, and they can send me a WhatsApp or an email, and I will be so happy to help you with this. So have a good day, have a good afternoon, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.